happening.
Now,
There must
now
be
this is the one and only Amurago FM, and you the best in
Kora, Ndaga, Seurba, Soca, Afrofusion, Reggae, Dancehall, Rocksteady, Soul, Jazz, and Dancehall.
alongside DJ Bubba is. Tune in and don't stop tuning.
21st century, 2025. We can't afford to do that. No. The RSF recent capture of Al-Fasher, the last SAF stronghold in Darfur, has intensified fears of genocide with satellite imagery revealing mass graves and killing fields. Yeah, they are not even showing us exactly the atrocities, dying babies, dying families, people being maimed and unalived, killed because of sometimes the color of their skin. But people are not talking about that actually. They're not talking about the genocide, the racial violence against dark-skinned people in the region of Al-Fasher, which has been going on. We all know about it. Yes, the UAE is behind it. It's like Africans are dying to enrich other civilizations. And that must stop. It has to stop. It must stop. The RSF recently agreed to a humanitarian truce, but the SAF demand full RSF withdrawal from civilian areas before any peace deal is considered. Yeah. They pretend to want to stop the war, but nobody wants to stop the war. They don't want to stop the war because if you've been pumped in with weapons and money every month from the UAE, from Egypt, and from all this, and also you have the Wagner, the Russians who are, because anywhere there's oil and gold, these people will come in and try to pretend to help you, including the Chinese, all of them, they'll pretend to come in to include, because they want to have a piece of the cake. They have to. They have to. And then we are here talking about small petty issues. And that's why I advise people to be very mindful of instigating violence in their countries, because there are forces out there who want most countries in Africa to start a war, so they can come in and steal from you. Once again, you're listening to Africast with myself and Dai Baba. Is on behalf of Amuraga Radio International.
Now,
I have manager. I'm gonna.
Now this is the one and only Amurago FM, and you the best in.
Kora, Ndaga, Seurba, Soca, Afrofusion, Reggae, Dancehall, Rocksteady, Soul, Jazz, and Dancehall.
Alongside DJ Bubba is. Tune in and don't stop tuning.
Bobo. Manager.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hi.
Hello, Nakam. Yeah, you okay? How are you?
Hello.
You okay?
Sunday, I'm fine, sir.
Good. Yeah, it was welcome to Africast on Amuraga Radio International. Yeah, like I've invited a few people, and some of them was on a short notice, so because of that, maybe they couldn't make it. But thanks once again for making out. I'm sure you've heard me maybe in the last 10, 20 minutes. What I was saying. What's your take on everything you heard me say from the conflicts in Sudan, Democratic Republic of Congo? What's your take? What have you so far? What you heard me say in my comments
about the RSF and the Wagner?
Yes, in all of that. What's your do you know? What do you
that
know?
was the part that I came in.
Okay.
Where you are talking about the Wagner and the RSF relationship and how they are helping them in loosening out the goals and stuff like that.
That's right.
In the country.
That's right. And that's what they've been doing, and that's what they do. But our people.
Yeah, and that's.
Mm-hmm.
And the United Arab Emirates, the UAE, being together with them in supporting with the genocide in the other sector,
Yes, they are. They are.
which is not cool in human rights and stuff like that also.
Yeah, but when it comes to Africa, I don't think uh, the so-called Human Rights Watch. I know we have organizations like
So, so.
Amnesty International, Human Rights Watch, but and the International Criminal Court or whatever, watching over these genocides. But I don't think there's when it comes to Africa and when it comes to
Africa, yeah. And those laws are only for them.
well, yeah. Look at
Yeah.
in Gaza, what happened in Gaza, especially when it's poor people. I think rich people kind of collaborate and come together Your mic, there's something coming out of your.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah, it's like rich against poor. They all come together, and
So,
when there's an unaliving of poor people, uh, rich people, their reaction is too slow for me. That's how I see it. I haven't seen anybody coming from the African Union or traveling to Sudan or maybe aiming to send or even inviting the United Nations forces, because United Nations got a peacekeeping force. Why couldn't they send or propose to have a portion from militaries across the continent to come and join the United Nations peacekeeping force to go to go to Sudan to keep peace? What do you think? Why is that not possible?
It's
How
just like the
difficult
way
is
you
that?
are saying it. It's just what you are saying. They are kind of protecting the rich countries than the developing countries. They are more focused on these developed countries, which it has already passed the stage which we are today. So they should more focus on these developing countries to make sure that we have the peace that we want. And because they say it's United Nations, it's about all the 100 something countries in the world, not just those developed countries. They should consider us also.
Yeah, because once these wars are happening, the rich are still enriching this. The rich are still stealing, or they are having
So,
cheap
so,
material through backdoor. So that's why they want
so,
these conflicts to carry on.
just like Libya, how Libya was going on the other time. It's the same thing. Yeah, the time they were taking the petrol on the day,
Look at
like
Libya.
yeah,
Look at Libya. Compare Libya now, today Libya
it's the
to
same thing.
the Libya of
It's the
Muammar
same thing.
Gaddafi. They come in and
It's the
tell
same
you,
thing.
oh, your leaders are not good. We're going to take them
They are
out,
not good.
sponsor some people coming in and just destroy your country. Look at how destroyed Libya is, because they went in to steal
So,
250 tons, 250 tons of gold. That gold was
so,
supposed to be to create an Afro franc, a currency, African currency, which would be a gold standard currency, which they don't have. They have paper standard currency.
they are paper standard.
Exactly. You know what I'm talking about. So
So,
because of that jealousy, and also some of these leaders, they make fatal errors. Like Al-Bashir. Al-Bashir was kind of he was, how do you call it? They defamed his character, he dehumanized him and put lots of dirt on him
full
to help the RSF and to help these military juntas to come in and take
military.
over because of their own agenda. They had an agenda. They had an agenda to take him out. The same thing. And him, Al-Bashir and Muammar Gaddafi, they all made a very, very fatal error. If you are a resistant man and you want to stand on your own and be independent, don't allow to befriend the so-called person who were your enemies yesterday. Don't shake hands with them. Don't be friends with them because they're gonna come to betray you. When you saw
Yeah.
Tony Blair, the ex-prime minister, those days he was the prime minister of the United Kingdom. He went to visit Muammar Gaddafi. That was the downfall of Muammar Gaddafi. After all the
Mm.
allegations against him, how can your enemy suddenly turn into your friend? The same thing happened to al-Bashir. Took him out.
Sure.
Yeah, they took him out and put these military boys in. These military boys in now, they're having a problem. The rapid support forces want to be integrated, and most of them are from the Janjaweed. They are criminals. They were criminals. It's like criminal gangs. You get them out of the street, you give them weapons, sponsor them, and suddenly they want to be part of the government. You turn around and say to them, "Oh, hang on," but also it would be seen as a betrayal because these people helped SAF, the military government of Sudan,
Mm-hmm.
to
Yeah.
take al-Bashir out by joining them.
By joining them.
By betraying al-Bashir.
Mm.
Why? Because the outside forces came in and they wanted al-Bashir out. So this is one of part of their plan, as Muammar Gaddafi was part of their plan too, to get Gaddafi out, destroy Africa. Because if Gaddafi were successful, by now, me and you will be talking about some different Africa. Yes, we'll be talking about, but now look what's happening in Libya is ungovernable. Because that's what's happening.
Yes.
Anywhere these people pass through, it's like hurricane, or it's like
Mhm.
a tornado going around destroying everything. Once they pass through, that's it. Those people will never recover again. And that's what's happening. But we, as I said, we as people, we as Africans, we should never watch that happen. We have to condemn it. We have to come out and condemn. And I can't support all the Gen Zs or reach out to all the Gen Zs. It's their time. They need to come out and reclaim their governments. They need to come back. They need to come out and take their governments out of the hands of these corrupt people. Some of them are planted. Look at the 92-year-olds running some government for 42 years. What's happening to
Cameroon.
huh? What's happening to the young
Just like,
people?
yeah.
What's happening to the young people of that nation? Are they sleeping? Don't they want their tomorrow? Why? Someone who's been in power for 40 years. What
In power.
is it a family
That one is
affair?
ruling. Just
Yeah,
like a patriarch or matriarch in it.
it's really sad. And Gambia, because this is a podcast, it's Africast, it covers everywhere.
Africans, yeah.
Tonight was supposed to be
Yeah.
based on Sudan. Look at what happened to Sudan, and I think we spoke about the root
For me,
cause of the conflict in Sudan. But now, Jame, I heard Mr. Jame, the ex-president, is thinking of or
thinking
contemplating
of coming back
coming
to
back
his motherland.
in November. What's your take on that?
Hello?
What is your take on that?
When James coming back?
Hmm.
Hello?
Yes.
For that one, there's a lot to talk about there.
Okay, then we'll do another one another time. Then
Yeah.
yes, do not worry. Once again, you're listening to Africa's. I'm here with my manager, the station manager. I'm here with the station manager, and
Yeah.
I don't know
But
how.
for this one, for the RSF also, for the Sudan, for the Sudan, like
Yes,
the neighboring countries, you know, they are all in Africa, right?
yes, like Chad.
It's neighboring countries.
Yeah.
How is the relationship with those neighboring countries regarding to this war or to this conflict between the RSF and the other people?
They all support, like Egypt. Egypt supports SAF, the government army.
Okay.
But there are some countries like Chad. they support Delgado. I call him Delgado, the criminal RSF leader. So every country got their favorite. So that's what's making it more complicated. So to get arms for to get arms for the to get
I get
arms
it.
for
I
the
get that.
you get it. So to get
Like
arms,
Chad and South Sudan face refugee inflows, right?
yes. Now to get
Yeah, the
arms,
Chad and South Sudan are
yes,
civilian RSF controlled areas like Darfur and Khartoum.
yes, and Al-Faza and all that now. And
Al-Fazar, yeah.
yes, the worst thing is the SAF they ran away and left the poor civilian population. Then RSF
Oh,
came and started unaliving and killing every single body they see around. Why? Because they see them as supporters who were
what
supporting the
else? What's
government
it?
army. Then the government army ran and left them. The same thing that happened in,
Yeah,
Ru-
they split
in
across borders.
yes, in Rwanda. It happened in Rwanda
Yeah,
by
they split
by
across borders. Yeah.
no, it happened in Rwanda. The UN peacekeeping force were looking after the Tutsis or the Hutsi in the refugee camp.
Mm-hmm.
Suddenly they abandoned them and went. When they went, the tribal ethnic group came in and slaughtered millions of them. That's what happened in
Mm-hmm.
Rwanda because the same thing that the SAF did to the civilians in Al-Faza, the same thing happened.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happens.
Mm.
They come in,
But there
commit.
are some supports coming like for economic interests, like United Arab Emirates and the Libya Haftar. They are coming for economic interests
Because they are all there.
in the Sudan's goal.
Both the Libyans and the UAE, Qatar, and all that, and Egypt,
Yeah,
they are all there for their own interest, for the Sudanese gold and the Sudanese oil. Simple. That's
just
it.
like
Nothing else. Then
counter terrorism narratives, just
But
like.
then these people, the problem I have with them is they don't care about innocent people being unalived. They don't care
Mm,
about, vigilante groups going around, taking so-called revenge on
mhm,
ethnic groups that they had beef with. And these are, helpless, defenseless people who have no weapons, no army, no vigilante group, no rebel group. They go around and unalive them, rape them,
yeah,
and
yeah.
we have nobody to protect those people. And the so-called African Union, you don't have a body, a military body, or the United Nations peacekeeping force. They should go there
Now,
and stop both
now,
parties, these two warring parties,
now
to stop
this
killing
is the
innocent
one
people.
and only Rago FM
So,
playing you the best in the
anyway,
Kora,
we're gonna have
Ndaga,
to
Seurba, Soca,
put the
Afrofusion,
curtains down
Reggae,
here once
Dancehall,
again.
Rock
It was
Steady, Soul,
it
Jazz,
was
and Dancehall.
alongside
fruitful
DJ
and
Bubba is.
productive
Tune in
in
and don't
the
stop
areas we covered.
tuning.
Tonight was supposed to be Sudan. Also, I had someone was supposed to join us. I think he's about to join us, but I think it's slightly too late. What are your last words, Mr. Manager? What last word do you have for our listeners?
For me today, what I will say is about this African Union role in RSF conflicts. They have a big role to play in this. Like the ongoing conflict between the RSF, which is the Rapid Support Forces, and the Sudanese Armed Forces, the SAF, has created one of Africa's worst humanitarian, humanitarian crisis in recent years. Since the since when it erupted in April 2023, thousands have died, and the African Union, they are keeping quiet. As a African Union, they are the main peace and security body. That we the Africans also will say this body is ours. You understand that? At this African Union, they are ours. So they had both the mandate and moral responsibility. They have the mandate and moral responsibility to help in this war. Do you get that?
But
So
they are mute.
they have a lot to do.
They're quiet. They're not saying anything.
They're not saying
No
anything.
one is saying much.
So so my advice for them, they should do something about it. Seeing babies dying, kids dying, mothers, women, girls,
Since
helpless people.
2023, imagine you.
2023,
Since 2023, the children
it's
haven't
difficult.
been to school. There was no schooling or anything.
There was no schooling, no education. How will the future generation be? the generation will be, I don't know what to say, sir.
Anyway,
Now,
manager, thank you. And yeah,
thank you very much, sir.
we'll talk on the we'll